has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. Now Halliburton. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. A three, and the Pacers another three.
Quick thinking by Halliburton, sensing the separation immediately and pulling up with confidence.
Tatum drives in. Brown finds White. Tatum, that's for two. It's hauled in by Huff. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. We play just over a minute here in the first. Back to Nesmith. 5 to shoot. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
A nice shot by Brown.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
Pass to Nesmith. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Tatum. Three-pointer. Craps in the tray.
That was a beautiful screen set there. And look, Tatum, he'll take care of the rest.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back over to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much.
And shooters shoot. And Simon sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Pass to Nesmith.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Siakam. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Simon.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
That gives them the lead. Tatum's got 6.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Nesmith. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Tatum. 6 points for him. White, wide open. He fired. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Huff. And Indiana, another 3.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And White kicks to Tatum. Right the pass to Tatum. There's the pick. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Tatum looking around. Out to White. Back to Tatum. Pacers with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Nesmith. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Huff. 6 on the shot clock for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. In the corner, Tatum with it. Pulls it up. can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Pacers lead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
We've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now, here's McConnell. Outside Mathurin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Mathurin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll revenue quota tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Mathurin, good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Pass to Tillman. Here's Hauser. Sinks the triple. Hauser's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Garza. Hauser with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. They set the pick. Pritchard feeling it out a bit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McConnell finds Mathurin.
Celtics foul. Shireman. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Toppin sets a screen for Mathurin. Off target with his 3. Boston's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hauser. And that one hits back iron. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Mathurin for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Boston trailing. With the drive. Pritchard against McConnell. Pass to Tillman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hauser. Now Pritchard. To the wing on the left. Hauser misses. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's McConnell. Indiana again missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. No good. That would have tied it. In the corner, it's Toppin. They get it back. Now McConnell. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Pritchard. Still without a basket. Pass to Hauser. It's stolen by Mathurin. And the wide open shot from McConnell. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Celtics trail by 4. Tillman passes to Hauser. Inside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Shireman. Offline with his three. And Indiana shooting for the game at 42%. McConnell against Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Hands it from downtown. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Indiana out in front, leading by just one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
RPM and amazing stunts from your Pocket Bike Arena Entertainment.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. You think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
On the court right now for the Pacers. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. And it's Huff in at the center position. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Halliburton against Simon. Pass to Huff. Pocket 6. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. And Simons, here we go. White finds Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Back to Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Brown deciding where to go with it. White setting the pick for Brown. White down low. Back to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Tatum for the lead. The Pacers pull it in. Huff's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not into labels, I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin, back over to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Brown. Here's Kata. Right side, White. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Brown. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Drills it from outside. Neesmith has got 12 points in the game.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Boston ends up going with the new group. Pritchard with the ball. Defended by Mathurin. Drains the 3-pointer. Shireman's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
Just focusing on the task at hand
That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Mathurin with the ball. Hauser defending. Toppin, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pritchard passes to Garza. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. There's the pick. Top of the key. And it goes down 2 points. And now a 4-point Boston lead. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Fires from 18. Count that bucket. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. McConnell against Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. And another basket for Boston. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McConnell. And the three off target. Pritchard with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Shireman. Over Shepard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in at the one. That's the Boston foul.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Celtics leading by 4. Into the lane. Here's Shireman. No good from outside. Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Mathurin for 3.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
There's a screen. Out left to the wing. Here's Shireman. Over Shepard. Shireman can't hit. Launches a 3. Up again. Outside Mathurin. Toppin sets a screen for Mathurin. A three-pointer is right on target.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Pritchard passes to Tillman. Pritchard against Toppin. Driving the lane. Pass to Garza. Here's Shireman. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Neesmith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
It's White on the wing. Ahmad covering. Now here's Tatum. The revenge 3 from Tatum.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's the screen. Tosses it up. Rebounded by Brown.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Tatum outside. Launches it. Can't get it.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Now Siakam. For 3. Rebounded by Brown.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Buries the deep ball.
defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Beyond the arc, and it misses.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Here's Tatum. Outside Simons. Tatum outside. Got a piece of it. Siakam against Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here's Neesmith. He's covered by Brown. Wide open, but he couldn't get it to go down. Boston leading by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Here's Brown. 1:07 left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Tatum outside and stolen by Siakam.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Now Nembhard. Down it goes for 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And it's Simons off the drive. White setting the bid for Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Garrett White. Siakam with the rebound. And here are the Pacers now. Halliburton up top, covered by Simon.
And man, is he in his zone right now. It seems like he can't miss.
Outside, Simon. White fires. Off target from outside. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin,
offense is facing off.
Yeah, that's the modern NBA right there, B.A. The skill level as good as it's ever been. More high-level shot takers and makers on the floor at once.
All right, let's see what unfolds here.
Here we go.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Ricochet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 5 to shoot. Brown finds White. Brown with a screen. Wide open, and he nails the jumper.
And I love how Brown is never in a rush, so calm even with the shot clock up against him.
The kick out to Johnson. Deflected! Oh, deflected. Stolen by Young. First quarter of play, a minute in. Driving to the basket. Young with a screen on Brown. Back to Young. The kick out to Johnson. The Hawks need to get one up here. And that one's good. Porzingis.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that tip?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Ricochet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
And Boston has possession. Following the three-pointer by Atlanta. The kick out to White. And Boston again with the bucket.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here's Young. Pass to Daniels. Now Porzingis. Outside Ricochet. Now here's Young. He's covered by Simons. Young, the pass to Johnson. Shoots over Tatum. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. And Tatum, here we go. They set a pick. 6 on the shot clock. That one's good for 2. Brown's got his second bucket of the game.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Daniels outside. No good with the triple. Boston leading by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Young. Outside Porzingis. Back to Young. Porzingis with a screen on Simons. On the wing, Ricochet. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Left side, Brown. Outside Tatum. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Hawks. They trail by 7. Kick out to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Johnson a screen on White. Pass to Ricochet. Young from long range. Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
Now White, guarded by Young. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis finds Young. Porzingis with a screen on Simons. Young He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A jumper that is pretty and effective. Young's game starts with his shot.
Outside White. Over to the wing. To the right side. The kick to Tatum. The three is up. And again, Boston with the triple.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
And so it's the Boston's. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
They've got Sam Hauser, also Xavier Tillman out there, and it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. When Vik Krejci made his NBA debut in 2021, he became just the 5th Czech player in league history, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he's really interesting. Great skill, and he's 6'8". He shows playmaking instincts, and the last few seasons, he's really shooting the ball much better.
Now here's Okongwu. Beyond the arc. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Up top, Hauser. Pass to Shireman. Shot clock at 6. Tillman with a screen. Releases. And it's Shireman missing.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Kennard outside. Back to Alexander Walker. And the three-pointer goes.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Celtics lead by 6. Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Up top, Hauser. Cans it with nobody near him. Hauser's got his first points in this one. Hawks trail by 8. Up top, Alexander Walker. In transition. Here's Shireman. Yet to see a basket. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here's Kennard. Here's Alexander Walker. That one no good. Boston has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. This one for 3. Hauser can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kennard outside. Chicago, a screen on Pritchard. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And Atlanta with possession here. After the basket by Boston. Nice shot by Kennard.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
Boston leading by 7. And Pritchard, here we go. Hauser outside. Pass to Tillman. Back to Hauser from behind the arc. Counted from distance. Hauser's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Shireman. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pritchard against Kennard. Here's Shireman. still without a bucket. No good with a jumper from the wing.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
They set the pick. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Krejci missing. Outside Pritchard. Driving in. Here's the three. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Boston Celtics earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the five for Quinn Snyder. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the point. Yes! Kristaps showing some range.
Yeah, I love the answer from Porzingis. Don't sleep on his three-point shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Brian, back to you.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Tatum following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Back to Simons. The three. Rebounded by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. No doubt Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point per game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Young can't hit. Boston leading by 7. White with it. Pass to Keita. Back to White. It's Brown on the wing. Over Porzingis. Tipped. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Outside Risache. Simons with a steal. And he ends that fast break. Chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And you think of players who heat up in a hurry, you got to include Anthony Simons, Tim.
Well, Brian, he's just a bucket getter. He can pull up from any distance, and with the elevation to do a little damage inside as well.
Now here's Simons. White for three. Rebounded by Johnson.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Risache with the ball. Defended by Brown. Clock at 6. Back to Risache. And stolen by Brown. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Simons. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown passes to Tatum. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Porzingis.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Johnson finds Young. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Johnson a screen on Simons. Young from long range. The rebound, Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Out to Simons. Back to White. Gets stolen by Johnson. Young with it. Now guarded by White. The three from Risache. Offensive rebound. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Young seeing the lane from deep. Johnson gets the three to fall. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Kicks it out to Kennard. He buries it from 3. Kennard's got 6.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Pritchard, the pass to Tillman. Here's Shireman, covered by Alexander Walker. Inside. Just 4 to... Here's Hauser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Pritchard. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Shireman. Fires the 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3/4 of... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Xavier Tillman, also Sam Hauser out there, and it's Shireman in at the 2-guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Boston has possession, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Jalen Johnson comes in for Gay. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Krejci. And it's Young in for Kennard. Boston trailing. Simons finds White. And here's Tatum. White with a screen on Johnson. Tatum from long range. Porzingis grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
White with a steal. Brown with it, and it's Young picking him up. White, the pass to Brown. Out to Simons. Pass to Tatum. Jacks up with 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
Here's Young. There's the drive. Now here's Daniels. Simons with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. To the left wing. White against Daniels. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Porzingis there for the rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And Young, here we go. Daniels. Johnson outside. Oh, missed on the tray. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Here's Kata. Tatum with a screen. Now Simons. White outside. He launches. It's off.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Alexander Walker with it. Now guarded by Brown. Now Porzingis. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's Simons. Tatum, a screen on Young. Outside, Brown. White outside. Stolen by Daniels. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Young with a screen on White to tie it up. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. And that's how you get it to go inside.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
What a make by Simons. Ready to produce under pressure.
Now Johnson. Outside Porzingis. It's money from deep.
And it's Porzingis at 7'3", a monster to go to late in the game.
White outside. Brown, screen on Daniels. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Ricochet, he's checked in for Johnson. Young against Simons. Outside Porzingis. Now here's Ricochet. Defense is right there. Here's Young. 6 to shoot. Oh, he missed the jumper. Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Now White, beyond the arc. Knocks down the trifecta.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Outside Simons. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's White. Now Simons. The 19-footer. Oh, he cannot hit. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
He's off from three. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out.
edition of NBA Basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risacher. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point. Neesmith can't get it to go. And Doris Rick Carlisle, now in his second stint, is the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
Johnson, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Pass to Neesmith. Emhart, a screen on Johnson. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Shot's good from Young.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Such a wide open look.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Risacher. Porzingis sets the pick for Risacher. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Risacher.
Well, the unicorn, Mr. Porzingis, the answer from 3, his specialty.
Lets it fly. Neesmith can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson, the pass to Porzingis. Risacher in the corner. Pocket 6 with the shot. It's hauled in by Huff.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Here's Neesmith. Off target from 3-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And a wide open look for Daniels. Off target from outside. Pass to Halliburton. Takes it out to Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And it's Risacher missing. Siakam finds Neesmith. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Neesmith has got a couple of threes now in the first of the Pacers. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Outside Daniel. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pass to Emhart. They set the pick. Here's Neesmith. And Indiana, another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Young. Hands the shot from the wing. Young's got 7 points.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
And from 3-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And Young kicks to Daniels. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Emhart for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
We've got Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Toppin. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. That's the Pacers 5. Fires for 3. Connects from three-point range. Mathurin's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kennard, the pass to Alexander Walker. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Great overlook there. Krejci's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Walker with his screen for Mathurin. Walker finds Mathurin. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Okongwu a screen. Alexander Walker. Toppin pulls it in.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Back to McConnell. There's the screen. Pass to Walker. The 3. Toppin can't get it to go.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Shepard with a screen for McConnell. From outside the arc, trains it from beyond the arc. Shepard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
He takes it in the corner. Kennard with it. A 3-pointer, no good. Indiana leading by 8. Launches it. Outside Mathurin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Kennard against McConnell. Pass to Gay. Now Alexander Walker. Here's Krejci. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Now Kennard. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rise and fire.
Now Shepard. Okongwu grabs the board. 59 seconds left here in the second. Here's Kennard. Pass to Alexander Walker. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Shepard, the pass to Mathurin. Here's Shepard. Now, here's McConnell, defended by Alexander Walker. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Toppin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shepard with the ball. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. Hits it from three-point range. Catherine's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers.
Oh, how about the dive? You love that unselfishness.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Kennard for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Indiana in the driver's seat, up 8 points. All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Indiana leading by 8. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Neesmith can't get it to go. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Kicks it out to Johnson. Young outside. Johnson sets the screen for Young. Wide open shot is on the money. Young's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Hawks. Halliburton for 3. It's good from long range. And the Pacers lead by 9.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
Shots good from Young.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Young against Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Nembhard finds Neesmith. And Indiana, another 3.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Pass to Daniel. Now the Pacers moving it up. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Rizachet. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Screen by Porzingis. Johnson kicks to Porzingis. The rebound by Halliburton.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA grade, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Young against Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now, here is Young, guarded closely. Porzingis passes to Johnson. No good on the triple. Indiana leading by 12. And stolen by Daniels. Johnson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Now, Rizachet. And here's Young. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Rizachet. Porzingis with a screen on Siakam. And that one's good. Rizachet.
A true highlight of Rizzachet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Siakam against Johnson, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Good on the triple.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Here's McConnell, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McConnell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Pacers leading by 9. Pass to Shepard. Here's Mathurin. McConnell in the corner. There's Walker with the 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one. Now, Alexander Walker. Back to Kennard. A 3 ball. Another 3 for Atlanta.
For 3.
And so it's Indiana in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Obi Toppin. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Toppin pulls it in.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still clangs one off the rim.
Pass to McConnell. Shepard with this screen for McConnell. There's the steal, all by himself. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Alexander Walker on the wing. Triple from the wing. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Shepard with this screen for Mathurin. Pass to Shepard. Now Toppin. Outside Mathurin. Clock at 4. The train. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here's Young. Takes it inside. There's the 3. Atlanta again missing. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 9 points now in just the second half.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition. Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Siakam. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Daniels pulls it down. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. There's the drive. And he does not hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Now, here's Neesmith. 3. Good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Young against Nimhart. the three. Porzingis pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 12. Dyson Daniel. The three goes down.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Jacks up a three. And there's the three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Johnson outside. Now Young. Now Porzingis from outside. Trained from outside.
But he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
They set the pick. Halliburton fires. And get the three. Young outside. Drives to the hoop. Porzingis misses the three. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Young, here we go. Now Johnson, wide open look. Sinks the big jumper.
Assist from Daniels.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Huff. Young with the steal.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Halliburton. That one goes. So it's Indiana picking up a win. So good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up.
part. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Keita in at the 5. Now here's Halliburton. Nembhard for 3. Tatum pulls it in. On the wing, Simons. Defended by Halliburton. Here's Brown. Tatum finds Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Siakam. And now Indiana on the fast break. There's Nesmith with a 3. Pure from three-point range.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's White. Out to Simons. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Nembhard. The Pacers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Another 3 for Indiana.
Halliburton, such a special player, and his rush hour handles round out his game.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Now here's Halliburton. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Nesmith passes to Huff. They set the screen. Outside for Halliburton. The 3-ball. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Celtics trail by 6. White, the pass to Brown. Over Siakam. Boston again missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
There's Nesmith with a 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Nesmith's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Keita. White for 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. Indiana leading by 9. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Nesmith's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Simons passes to Brown. To end the drought. The kick out to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Tatum. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers. Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
On the wing, Nembhard. There's Nesmith with the 3. Fires in the triple. Nesmith's got 9 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Knocks it down from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Tatum missing. Ooh, poked away. And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got T.J. McConnell. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's Shepard. And it's Toppin in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now here's Hauser. Pass to Shireman. Shot on the wing. And he gets the jumper to drop.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
McConnell against Pritchard. Outside Mathurin. Here's Toppin. Garza grabs the board.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Right side Mathurin. Gets an open look and hits it. Mathurin's got his first bucket in this one. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
You know, looking at T.J. McConnell's start in the NBA, is it fair to say his days during the process era of the Sixers helped him, Clark?
I don't think there's any question, but I think PJ came to the game with an edge. I watched him play in high school and couldn't take my eyes off of him because he just made plays, whether it was stealing the ball, pressuring the ball, driving and creating for teammates. I mean, he plays with such confidence and energy and tenacity. He's a valuable player to have in your second unit.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hauser outside. Mathurin with a steal. And here they come. And here's Toppin from the arc. Hits the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Toppin has become a good jump shooter who understands floor space.
Pass to Garza. And here's Hauser. Let's go with a 3. And Toppin pulls it down. The Pacers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Left side Mathurin. Here's Shepard. Walker sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pritchard surviving the D. Going inside. From deep. Buries it from 3. Hauser's got 6.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
McConnell against Pritchard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Minot's checked in for Boston. Here's Minot. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Walker pulls down the board. Indiana leading by 3. On the wing, Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Pass to Shepard. Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 3. Minot. Again, the miss by Boston. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Here's Shepard. The shot, no good.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Hauser can't get it to go. Indiana has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And here's Toppin from the arc. Hauser grabs the board. It's picked off. And here's the fast break. And here's Shepard for three. The shot, no good. Here's Shireman. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Indiana ahead. They're up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Arena Entertainment.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Aaron Nesmith. He's getting it done today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the point. Now here's Simons. No points yet. The kick out to White. Fires from deep. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And the Celtics in possession here. After Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. The kick to Tatum. Here's the pick. Takes the 3. Up pulls it in. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. They've led by as much as 10. Kicks it out to Siakam. Outside Nesmith. The 3. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. Brown attacking. Outside Tatum. White for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Halliburton misses. Boston's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Nembhard for 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Pacers lead by 9.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Back to Simons. Here's Brown. Out to Simons. Hits the trifecta. Simons has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Nesmith passes to DeMar. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Outside Nesmith. Siakam with a screen on Brown. Nesmith passes to Siakam. Clock at 6. Outside for Halliburton. Off target with the 3.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Simons. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A new lineup here for Indiana. Pritchard with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. Garza, no good from outside. Indiana leading by 4.
Boston foul. Xavier Coleman. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:02 left in the third quarter. Walker for three. Connects from downtown. Walker's got 5 points.
When Mathurin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
Here's Shireman. Again, the miss by Boston.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Hauser can't get it to go.
Trying to match three, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Here's Garza. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Hauser. Toppin with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. Here's Shepard. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow. Big time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Walker. Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Toppin in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. He shoots. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
McConnell against Pritchard. Walker for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to Shireman. From outside the arc. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Shepard for three. Yes. And it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got 5 assists in the game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Hauser can't get it to go. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
We got a line change here from Boston.
And using that speed right there, it's what makes Simons hard to stop in transition.
Yes! Tough points from Tyrese.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Pass to Nesmith. Drains the triple. And the Pacers lead by 18.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Huff. Puts up the tray. The putback. Halliburton outside. Takes a three. And rebounded by Tatum. White with it. Siakam covering. And it's Simons penetrating. Oh, the stop!
I'll tell you, Simons can really book it. When he's at full speed, good luck catching up.
Huff, good. Huff's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Simons has the open look, and no one in the vicinity.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Siakam can't get the three.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Tatum rips the three.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Wide open look, and he gets the jumper to fall.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pacers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And he nails it.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win. I think everybody in the building expected them to make that collective shot.
Halliburton fires. Another 3 for Indiana.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
The long 3. And rebounded by Tatum. Simons. He just drills it from way back. Here's Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. From way back. Nembhard there for the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Oh, wow! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my.
From long range.
Goodness.
What a shot.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one, even early on in this game.
Backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Shea in at the small forward position. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this grade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. Tatum's shot is off. It's Young on the wing, covered by Simon. And a wide-open look for Daniel. Another three for Atlanta.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Round the pass to Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Daniels with it, covered by Simon. Shea in the corner. Daniels a screen on Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a three. Daniels, no good. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
Three-pointer, Daniels, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, when he's locked in, Daniels can do real damage at the arc.
Pulls up, and there is White, and that's good on the assist by Simon.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Drills the three-pointer.
A true highlight of Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Simons finds White. Simons with a screen on Daniel. From deep, and again, Boston with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Daniels has got 9 points.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from three.
Out to White, pass to Tatum. From downtown, it's rebounded by Porzingis.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
White setting the pick for Simon. Three-pointer. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Young with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. Johnson, the pass to Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Young. Out to Porzingis. Daniels against White. Daniels dishes to Young. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. He's got 8.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Assist from Dyson.
Back to Simons. Porzingis with the steal. Young from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And it's Simons off the drive. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Young. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game.
Team first.
Young looking it over. Again, Young missing. Outside, Simons. Right side, White. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Simons has got 9.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Peyton Pritchard. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Tillman in at the power forward position. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win season.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Boucher with a screen on Kennard. Boston, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 8. Shoots over Hauser. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Pritchard against Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hauser. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
There's the triple. Boston grabs the miss.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Now, Alexander Walker hits the three-point bomb. Alexander Walker's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Atlanta. Pass to Hauser from 15 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Kennard. Here he goes. Alexander Walker from outside off the mark. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Shireman. Pritchard with the screen on Okongwu. Just 5 on the clock. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Shoots it up. Okongwu grabs the board. Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Krejci. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Puts up a deep 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Shireman. Boucher the screen. Here's Tillman. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Boucher's shot is off. The Hawks lead by 6. Kennard on the wing. Now, here's Okongwu. Pass to Alexander Walker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Alexander Walker's got 9.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
There's a good screen. Going inside. Here's Shireman. Boston again missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Gay. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 9.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Kennard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a terrific alley. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Young. Driving inside. In the corner, Daniels. Back to Young. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 13 points.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Brown wide open. He fires. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
The kick out to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Shoots over Reza Shea, and it's Brown missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that one's good, Reza Shea.
Catch and shoot specialist. Reza Shea thrives in that role.
And it's Simons missing. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Simons kicks to Tatum. Over in the corner, White sinks the three-pointer. White's got 11 points.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And last year, Coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward position. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Young with the ball, picked up by Brown. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Young with no one around. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, obviously, Young's a polished jump shooter, and there aren't many that he'll turn down.
The Hawks leading by 18. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Preachy, no good.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Got a piece of it. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He has. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Sam Hauser. Aiden Pritchard out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Boucher's got his 6th rebound on the night. Shireman can hit. The Hawks leading by 21. It's up a 3. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
Yeah, Young does a great job of this. Using the dribble to put you on your heels, and then he pulls up and shoots the ball.
Daniels dishes to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got 30 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing, but also...
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Young from outside, and again Atlanta with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Young fires away from outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3-pointers, Simon. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young fires away from outside, and Tatum pulls it down. Over in the corner, White. Goes up the baseline, and he comes up with the deuce. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, this is Tatum's game. He's got a superb shooting motion and attacks without hesitation.
Fires the 3, knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Young not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Young's got 35 in the game. And Simon's wide open. He'll fight. Pass to Tatum. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
That one from long range. Young's got 38 points.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there? And what skill to knock it down?
The Hawks' shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Fires from way outside. The rebound by the Celtics.
I'm honestly not sure. And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
Brown inside the line. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis. First free throw is good.
Atlanta foul.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that missed free throw when it's all said and done.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's White. 19 seconds left in the game. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And here's Young. Puts up a deep 3. Offline. And so Atlanta takes this one by...
Great.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Thank you for joining.
to be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Legs. Two teams that like to get out and run.
Yeah, you're about to see a track meet out there. Both teams want to get up and down. You're going to see that scoreboard lit up.
And now Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Huff in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Huff. Launches it. Rebounded by Daniels. Porzingis against Siakam. Now here's Young. Daniels a screen on Halliburton. Nembhard against Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young from long range. Drops in the 3.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Halliburton misses. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The kick out to Young. And the Hawks with another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Nesmith. Over Porzingis. Indiana again missing.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Fires it. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
Now here's Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Outside Nesmith. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
Young attacking. Outside Johnson. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's a screen. Outside Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. There's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. The Hawks lead by 5. Young with it. Halliburton picks him up. Outside Rizachet. Back to Young. Left side Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Daniels. Indiana with a rebound. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I asked him what his strategy was for slowing down Tyrese Halliburton, and he said to guard him tightly. Even when he's dribbling the ball up the floor, I want us to be aggressive. I don't want him to have any breathing room. Let's see how much pressure they bring tonight against him. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And a foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here's Young. Give him 8. Johnson a screen on Halliburton. And Atlanta misses again. Pacers trail by 5. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Daniels. Young against Halliburton. Here's Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Well, Porzingis is such a skilled shooter. He can find a look from just about anywhere.
Halliburton, pass to Huff. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Puts up a 3. That shot, no good. Pacers trail by 7. Now Nesmith from downtown. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Young on the attack. The 3, Porzingis sinks the tray. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Nembhard outside. Launches a three. He drops it from range.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for it. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
And the Pacers, looking at who they've got, T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Toppin in at the 5. Here's Shepard. Pass to Toppin. Here's Shepard. Three-pointer Mathurin. That shot off the mark. Kennard with it. Picked up by Okongwu. Back to Kennard. Puts it up. Doesn't go for him.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer. Indiana again missing. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Alexander Walker. Sends it home from three-point land. Alexander Walker's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Walker. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Kennard. Here's Houston. That three's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Up top, McConnell. Defended by Kennard. Walker for 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Kennard on the wing. He's marked by McConnell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Jarris Walker. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
The Hawks lead by 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Kennard outside. Fires for 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Indiana's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter, and it's Shepard missing. The Hawks have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter, and stolen by McConnell. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Kennard way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there, not nearly enough.
Pass to Mathurin, to the left side wing. Walker sets a screen, and here's Shepard for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Alexander Walker, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Here's Alexander Walker after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Alexander Walker's got 6.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Kennard. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
McConnell with it, defended by Kennard. Outside Walker, just 5 on the clock. And he drives in, and here's Toppin from the arc. The rebound by the Hawks.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Kennard outside. Off with the layup. And here's Shepard for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Atlanta. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5. Outside Risache. Fires the 3. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. Pacers trail by 11. Nembhard for 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Nembhard's got 9.
When he's had the opportunities, he's scored the ball, but they need more from him.
Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Outside Porzingis. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nembhard, a screen on Young. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Daniels against Siakam. For 3, Porzingis. Oh, KP with the 3.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
ABA. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Brian?
Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Now here's Halliburton. Outside Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. For 3. Rebounded by Johnson. The Hawks lead by 11. It's stolen by Halliburton. On the wing, Nembhard. Knocks down the long J. Nembhard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those 3s together.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Nembhard finds Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Outside Nesmith. Off target from outside. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as many as 14. 4-3. The rebound by Nembhard.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Siakam. And here's Nembhard. Siakam the screen. Nembhard outside. Down low. So nice passing by Indiana here. Stolen by Daniels. There's the triple. The kick out to Young. Knocked away. And stolen by Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. Nembhard against Young. Back to Nesmith. Pulls it. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Hawks lead by 11. Here's Young. And count it from 19 feet away. Young's got 13.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Nembhard against Daniels. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Young can't hit.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Neesmith. Nembhard outside. It's stolen by Daniels. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Young. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Outside Neesmith. Siakam the screen from the arc. No luck on that one. The three from Rizashea. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner. Wow.
Incredible indeed. Waits until the very...
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Atlanta on top. They lead by 13. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Toppin. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Walker in at the 4. Off target from the wing.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Toppin's shot is off. The Hawks lead by 11. Pass to Kennard. Out left to the wing. Shoots over Shepard. Kennard can't get it to go. Well, the Pacers shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
And Atlanta misses again. Pacers trail by 11. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Nice shot by Walker.
An NBA player with a football body. Jarris Walker is so tough to guard. I mean, he's creating serious matchup problems here tonight.
From downtown, the shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Kennard for 3. And Atlanta misses again.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. And some changes here for the Pacers. It's stolen by Daniels. Porzingis with it. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Young. For 3. Johnson outside from downtown. The putback. The putback. How about the activity? All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Money from 3.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
And there's the screen. Young fires! Oh, the long ball, no good!
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Outside Neesmith. Here's Siakam. Shoots a 3. Oh, it's off target.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight, and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Siakam. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
A guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
Here's Daniels. Let's push for 3. Siakam there for the rebound. Daniels against Nembhard. From deep. Porzingis there for the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Siakam there for the rebound. Pacers trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
This is the 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Can't get it to go. Here's Huff, covered by Daniels. Here's Halliburton. It's stolen by Johnson. Daniels outside. Halliburton with a steal.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Can't hit it. So it's Atlanta now. They've led by as many as 14. And Young, here we go. Daniels fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.